everybody, today I'm going to just do a video that is going to be comparing some of the most common eyeshadow bases, and I'm going to tell you just my own thoughts on them to maybe if you're not sure how to use an eyeshadow base or which one to buy, maybe this will help in deciding. So the one that I get the most questions about, because I use this a lot, is the Art Deco eyeshadow base. And this is a European product. I think it's a German line, Art Deco, and I don't think that this is available in North America. It's a 5 milliliter little jar like this. It's just a black plastic jar, and inside there's like the product. I think this comes in two variations. One is just the normal one, and the other one is perfume free. The scent of this one, it kind of smells like a man's cologne. It's a really weird scent to choose for an eyeshadow base, but it doesn't bother me or irritate me or anything, and I have pretty sensitive eyes, so that's, for me, I don't really care about that. The benefits of this is that it's a creamy pot, or a creamy product, so it's really easy to spread it. Like, it's colorless, so you can't really see it. It does have some kind of shimmer to it. Usually you use a brush just because I don't like to get it underneath my nails because I have such long nails. So usually I just use like a brush and I would just put it on, and as you can see, it goes on totally colorless. Like, it is sort of a creamy color in here, but when you put it on and distribute it, there's not really any color. It does have a little bit of shimmer in it, so if I love using matte eyeshadows, and sometimes depending on the matte eyeshadow that you use, if it's a really light color, you'll see these little shimmers come through. So that's the only thing that I wish it didn't have, that little shimmer, but it's very, very light. Like, you won't be able to see it on your hand. It's only like if you look really closely you can see the shimmer. I find this is really long wearing. It's kind of similar to the Urban Decay Primer Potion, although I think there are some differences. But overall, this is a really good product for European people who want to, get some eyeshadow base. Then this is a good one. The other one, of course, is Urban Decay Primer Potion, which a lot of people know about. The major drawback of this is this pathetic packaging. It looks cute and everything. It looks like a genie bottle, but it's really annoying because what happens, as I'm sure many of you know, is when you start getting down to the low point, like when you think there's nothing left, it actually turns out there's like a ton of product that's stuck on the outside of this bottle because the wand can't get everywhere. So a lot of people have been starting to cut these things open, which is just a real nuisance, but there's like a lot of product left in this once you think it's finished. So that's the only thing I don't like about it, but otherwise this would be probably my second favorite eyeshadow base. Well, actually I like both of these. Art Deco and Urban Decay, those are my two favorites. I would probably use this like a lot more, but I can't buy this here where I live, so I have to use this a bit sparingly, so I don't use this for all my videos, so that's why I usually use the Art Deco. But I think the difference between the Art Deco and the Urban Decay, it's kind of hard to say. There isn't a huge difference. I mean, this one doesn't have the shimmer to it, which I think is a bonus point, and it goes on smoother. I think like it leaves a smoother finish, so I actually would almost prefer the Urban Decay over the Art Deco. The drawback of this, of course, is this really dumb packaging that doesn't allow you to get all the product, and for me it's just impossible to get this product. I have to have somebody else send this to me because it's not available in my country. So these are both really good. I mean, those are probably my two favorite eyeshadow bases. The other ones, some very popular ones from MAC, are of course the paint pots, and I have one. I got this in a swap. I didn't buy this, but I swapped for this, and this is in Rubenesque, which is sort of a peach color. I'm not a fan of the paint pots. I don't like them personally. I don't know, like I find that this one, I don't know if it's just this one, this is the only one I have, the Rubenesque, and it doesn't apply smoothly at all. You put it on and like there's some patches where there is some, and there's some patches where there's like none, and I just don't understand, like the color doesn't go on evenly at all. It doesn't really make the eyeshadow vibrant at all on me. Like if I put it on, it actually kind of dulls it down, I think. So it doesn't really add much to the vibrancy. Unless you get maybe one that's really colorful, then maybe that would help. But I think as far as like painterly or like the other ones that are sort of the neutral colors, like the Rubbenesque one or the Painterly, which is just a really nude shade, they don't intensify the eyeshadow, I think. That's just been my own experience, and I've read like on some beauty forums, like people did comparisons side by side with different shadows, and they also found that to be true. So I'm not a big fan of the paint pots. I don't think they're very good. Also, they don't really make on me, it doesn't make the eyeshadow last very long. So I am not going to be buying any more paint pots. I know they're really popular and MAC's been pushing them, but for me, I don't like them at all. The other product from MAC that is also pretty popular is the paints, and they come in this tube, and the benefit of having such packaging is that this product, because this is like a metal kind of casing, it's like a aluminum or something, and this product stays fresh like forever. I've had this for so long, and it still is totally in good condition, you know, it's not dried out at all. And that's because absolutely no air can get inside because of this packaging. I think that's another reason why I don't like the paint pots, is because there's so much air that can get in here versus the paints where the packaging is kind of ugly. I mean, for most people, they think of this product and they're like, what the hell is this? But for people who I think actually value quality over packaging and stuff, I think they're gonna like this more. And like I said, it's just like a creamy product, and this really, it has almost the feel of like a concealer. So sometimes if I have like redness on my eyes, then I'll actually use the paint because it really does a good job of covering up discolorations on my eye, because I don't like using concealer on my eye. It doesn't stay, whereas the paint actually stays, and it also is an eyeshadow base. And this really makes my eyeshadow last. It doesn't make it quite as vibrant as something like Art Deco or the Urban Decay, but I think compared to the paint pot by MAC, I like the paints more. And they are starting to discontinue these, which I think just absolutely sucks, because I don't like these new ones from MAC, and these ones are better in my opinion, and they're starting to phase them out. They used to come in some really cool colors, like they had the flammable one, which is just like a really cool red eyeshadow base, which is really hard to find nowadays. And this is still available at most locations. Like it's been discontinued, but you can still get it. So if you want a really cool red eyeshadow base, if you like red eyeshadow, go and pick this up. Yeah, so those are the paints which are being discontinued. Also the shade sticks from MAC are being discontinued slowly, like the shark skin one, which is the black one. I've used that in some of my videos. That one is discontinued now as well. And it's like a stick, and it's kind of a creamy consistency. The only drawback of the shade sticks is that depending on which shade stick you use, some of them are softer and some of them are harder. Like this one is beiging, and this one is just like a nude color that would work pretty much with any skin tone. Even if you have darker skin, I mean, it'll show up lighter on you, but it will help to make the eyeshadow more vibrant. And these are really good because they're sort of a sticky consistency, so the eyeshadow really grabs well onto these. But like I said, the beiging goes on really smoothly, like it just glides right on. You don't have to warm it up. But what I found is some of them, like I have another one, the blue one, it's called See Me. And this one is a really cool color, like it's a really cool eyeshadow base. It's like a bright blue, sea blue color, but it's really hard to apply. Like it really tugs at my eyelids. So I always have to like warm it up with like a hairdryer or something, and that's just kind of annoying. But like beiging is really soft, so I don't know if it's the pigmentation or something that makes it harder. But these are, I mean, these are really good. These really make the eyeshadow more vibrant because you can buy them in different colors, but unfortunately they're phasing them out, so all the cool fun colors have kind of started disappearing off the shelves, which really sucks, I think, because they were a really good product. The other thing that you can use for an eyeshadow base, which most people don't, is a fluid liner, and I actually use my fluid liners as eyeshadow bases sometimes because they're extremely opaque. You just put them on, make sure you use a brush with them though, because that'll help to put it on, like to feather it instead of just dabbing it right on, because it can look a bit chunky. But these are really, I think they're actually great as eyeshadow bases because they last forever on your eyes. You just remove them with like an oil-based makeup remover. And these are really good. I mean, they last forever. They're actually not meant as eyeshadow bases, but you can definitely use them as eyeshadow base. So those are some really cool ones. The black one, the, what's it called? Black Track Fluid line. Mine's almost pretty dried out, so I don't actually use mine anymore for lining my eyes because it's just too dried out and stuff. It doesn't go on anymore. But you can use this as an eyeshadow base. Use something like the 217 brush or something, or like a fluffy brush, and just put a tiny little bit on, and it's great for smoky eyes, like if you want to layer darker eyeshadows, or if you want to put like a blue on top of this, it would look great. It would kind of make the blue look a bit more dark, and it just, yeah, it's really a good thing to use for eyeshadow bases. Those ones I like as well. And of course, one of the other things that you can use is these things from Moran, which I have showed before, that they're actually face painting supplies. They come in these palettes. This is the Tropical palette. Now, a lot of people on YouTube have started using this as eyeshadow bases, and they do really make your eyeshadow very vibrant. The only thing is that they are water activated. So if you're someone who has sort of runny eyes, like I have often very watery eyes, then like it can kind of smudge the base. So that's the only drawback. But if you have normal eyes that don't water, then these are good ones because they're very cheap. Like this whole palette will cost, I think, $25 on sillyfarm.com, and you get 6 different eyeshadow bases, and you can even mix them, you know, for different colors. You can mix, you know, the different colors and stuff and just get new shades. So these are really cool if you want to have a lot of fun colors, especially bright colors that may not be readily available in normal traditional eyeshadow bases. But yeah, they're just a bit harder. Well, they're a bit harder to apply smoothly. You have to get the exact right consistency. But you know, you can try it out. I don't think it's that hard to use these. But this is probably more suitable to people who really like bright colors. If you don't like bright colors, then these are probably not very useful to you. The other one that I've heard a lot of good stuff about is Urban Decay Primer Potion, or no, not Urban Decay. The other one that I've heard really good stuff about is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I don't have that here. Apparently it's supposed to be very good, like it's supposed to be similar to the Urban Decay, except the packaging is better because it just comes like in a squeezy tube. So that's another one that you could try out. I personally can't give my own opinion on that because we can't get it here. So that's it on eyeshadow bases. I hope that helped, and see you guys next time. Bye.